It's ironic that for a generation that is stereotypically unknown and ignored, all subsequent generations have been named, at least for a while, in reference to Generation X. I don't know what you mean by stereotypically unknown and ignored. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Kinda dumb that they started with X. Not really a whole lot of letters after that. I'm not even gonna lie. I had no idea the letters started with Gen X. Kinda assumed they went farther back and just had more popular names. And then there's Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Gen X is getting older and they are turning into boomers. They're being lumped together because of increasing similarity in demeanor. I hope you didn't make this as a reference to my stupid meme. A straight man dealing with a gay guy who doesn't get the hint. Tell him you're straight. Gay or not, the way to address it is to actually address it. You are overcomplicating this, Emo. I'm sensing you are overall a nice guy, but in this situation you will need to be more standoff-ish. Don't give any sign of interest in anything, and deny whatever he may offer up as a hangout. A straight-faced "nah dude, I'm good" is universal bro code even for us gays. Maybe my girlfriend and I will swing by. Had a boss many years ago who, on my first day, told me he was gay. Good for you, I told him I'm straight. We were pretty good friends after that, and he never made a pass at me, although he admitted years later he wanted to. Just tell him to leave you alone then. Tell him it's date night with your wants kids, and tonight might be our night. Use your big boy words and tell him you are not interested. Give him a handjob, and once he's finished and has a clear mind, tell him you're straight. He will get it. Don't give him a blowjob though, or he might fall in love with you. Also, no eye contact during the deed. This is imperative. Just have to be honest, mate. It'll suck for him, but in the long run it's the best thing for him. The worst thing you can do is give someone hope. How do I explain to my boyfriend I hate it when he initiates Joe? This sounds like you were fine with everything until your friends told you their opinion. I hate it, but it wasn't until my friends yada yada yada. Tell your friends to fuck off and quit being so easily influenced by them. I'm twice your age and still hold hands with my wife in public. I was expecting to read about him tongue kissing you or putting his hand in your pants. Not hand holding. However, some of my friends have conveyed that us two hugging, cuddling, and holding hands in public is too much and makes people uncomfortable. And sounds like they're just a bunch of bitter, jealous cunts. Honey, you have to work on yourself here. Being okay with something and now hating it because unrelated third parties complain about it is not something that has a thing to do with you. Or you can tell him exactly what you told here, aka the truth, and see how he reacts. Tell me all of your friends are single without telling me they're single. You seems to be a person very easily manipulated by your friends. He didn't change, you did. He deserves a more genuine person. Be honest to him and tell him your friends don't like him to hug and kiss you, so he can make up his mind and chooses someone that like to be kissed, hugged. When is it ok to take a dump at her place? When you gotta shit. Never take a dump. Always leave a dump. Hope that helps. Everyone here missing the key fact. You did both of yourselves a favor, and she is secretly thankful for it. Honestly, that's a pro move you pulled. No dumping till dating Emo. Just take a dump on the floor and blame it on the dog. Works most of the time in my experience. You made a good choice. Just go, but leave the toilet clean. If you have to go, you have to go. Just clean your own mess behind you. You missed a great opportunity for an upper decker. If you stay the night, you can take a shit. I need more info. Is there a fan or air freshener? Do you have any matches? How far away is the bathroom from any other living space? Does it feel like a long one or shorty? Answers to these questions will change my response. This is why you bring one condoms to a matchbox. Crap flush immediately. Wipe meticulously, light match flush again. Gentleman crapping at his finest. No girl wants a man full of shit anyway. Shit when you need to shit. This sub should be renamed Guys Overthinking It. You probably did a great move. I'll take this for later law. What is a 10-10 great movie that originally came out 20 years ago? Raiders of the Lost. I quite like My Cousin Vinny too, if you want a comedy. The Princess Bride, Shawshank, The Matrix, Rio Bravo, Predator, Terminator 2, He's Not My Mother Todd, Pulp Fiction, Cian, 12 Angry Men, The Truman Show, The Fifth Element, The Lord of the Rings trilogy. I'd personally say Two Towers was my favorite, but most would say Return of the King was the best entry. The Truman Show, Snatch, Star Wars, The Abyss, Naked Gun, Heathers, Wild Things 1998, and I don't think I need to explain why it's 10-10. Jaws, 12 Angry Men, The Thing. Let's talk about 30 years ago. The Oscars, you had Forrest Gump versus Pulp Fiction versus The Shawshank Redemption for best. As for the highest grossing movies, we had The Lion King, Speed, True Lies, Dumb and Dumber, The Mask, and so was a good year for movies. Twister, Laughter, American Pie, Twister, Romancing the Stone, The Godfather, Contact, Airplane, Jurassic Park, Dark City, Terminator 2. We clean everything with hot water except our own teeth. I use hot water. Is there a reason I shouldn't? I use hot water due to sensitive gums. My dentist told me to use as hot of hot water as I could stand to soften the bristles of my toothbrush, then to use no pressure as I brush. So your comment is wrong, and many use warm to hot water as needed. My gum gingivitis has cleared, but I continue to soften the toothbrush bristles to prevent it from coming back. Speak for yourself, cold tooth. Plenty of clothes instruct you to wash them in cold water. Car washes are typically done using cold water. Says who? I use a water pick and I fill it up with hot water and a splash of mouthwash. My Bite It says otherwise. I feel that hotter water works better. Not full hot, of course. My wife absolutely brushes her teeth with hot water. I use hot water for brushing. Picked it up from Mike in 2019. Do you want to scald your mouth? Plenty of people shower with cold water, and hand washing with cold water is common in schools, which shirk the energy cost. For me, warm when brushing and shower, cold at the sink. Many people don't wash their bums at all post-poop. Why there is a male loneliness epidemic these days. In general, we are far less social than people were 30 years ago in terms of going out, being members of clubs, having a third pals, etc. Men seem to have been hit by this much harder and also have a harder time making new friends. They lack companionship, both male and female. They are locked in their digital worlds. Society mocks them rather than nurture them, and so on. Late-stage individualism and the fact that men are judged by society based solely on what they bring to the table, because no one gives a damn about boys and men. Have you seen the posts on this site? Being a lonely misanthropic is glorified. Then people wonder why they have mental health issues. Nuke social media, Facebook, Insta, TikTok, all of it. Who wants to date a disenfranchised, toxic personality who just goes around blaming everyone else for their problems and peddles constant negativity and self-loathing? Because many men don't make the connection between how they treat women and how fuckable they seem. What is ridiculously more expensive than it should be? Healthcare, insurance, college, everything, medicine, housing, period products, toothpaste, If you want soap, you have so many options, cheaper ones and more expensive ones. I feel that since the inflation, none of them are cheap, and they are basic necessities. Glasses. Food. Certified Apple accessories. Food. Medical care. Housing. Education. Used cars. My daughter just bought her first. $8,000 for a 20-year-old car. Fucking absurd. It's a Honda, so hopefully it'll at least go the distance for that price. Diamonds, rent, insulin, and overall any diabetic product. My father is a type 1 and my family can afford it, but so many others can't, and it angers me, the markup. Healthcare, college, chipotle guacamole. Healthcare, rubbing alcohol. It used to be super cheap. A bottle was only 0.89 cents before the pandemic. Money, I have to work an hour just to get $10. Contraceptives, that's a great way to avoid teen pregnancies. Hike the price up so no teen can afford them. Fuck everything is bro. Your username hunts you down. How fucked are you? Well, I'm gonna be oak, just creeped out. Royally fucked. You'll never bathe me alive. Rip my ass. Well, I guess I got some cleaning to do. It's all good, unless the standard is carbonic. I'm dying. Of laughter. Quite fine, actually. Not very, he depressed. Holy shit. My pub username was as Destrier. I would be pretty fucked, pun intended. Yeah, I'm pretty fucked. So a zombie. Just gotta pull out the flamethrower. I think I could take her. It's a pig who's gonna play me Limp Bizkit in the future. Honestly, I want them to show up more. Death by beefcakes. Death by Excalibur. I'll be fine, maybe a bit worded out a lot. Oh no, an insurance agent is looking for me. Should have sent a professional. My username is myself. I'm safe. I sometimes need days just to find my other pair of glasses. It already does. Life's a troll. I'm already fucked. Daniel's son. I'll be beaten with a stick and I'll love it. Indigestion, maybe. Not very. He's a friendly crustacean. I'm being stalked by Lonely Island. I should be oak. Well, shit. Medical professionals, what's a fact about human health you think everyone should know? A sedentary lifestyle is bad for you even if you're a healthy range. Get yourself moving. Sleeping less than 5 hours a day increases risk of heart disease by 75 and shortens your lifespan. It also increases risk of Alzheimer's disease, dementia in general. So sleep well, lads. Strength training is so important for both men, and doesn't matter how you do it, staying strong across middle and old age is immense beneficial. Physically and mentally, your brain is you. Even though it is completely encased in darkness, it interprets the whole world for you and makes you you. Everything else is just scaffolding. Empty your bladder when you feel the need to go. Don't delay it too often. Are you or your kids peeing more than usual? Can't get enough to drink? Feeling tired or extra hungry? Check for diabetes. The early symptoms can be easily explained away until you or your child becomes quite sick. Smoking is bad for you. It will likely shorten your life and decrease the quality of your life. It smells terrible even if you don't think you smell, or I only smoke outside. And it will never be easier to quit than it is today. How common is it for men in their late March 10th, 2024 and beyond to only want to date women younger than them? Once women hit 30, many of them have kids. Lots of guys don't want a woman with kids. That explains a lot of it. When I was in my late March 10th, 2024, I married a woman older than me. When I got divorced at 49, I dated a series of women, all 3 younger, only one with kids. My of the last is 5 years younger than me with no kids. I'm 27 and for what it's worth I'll take what I can get. The last 5 girls I dated were 5, 10 years younger than us, not even that I do it intentionally. I just don't meet any single women my age. P have no luck on dating apps. All the women I've dated have been either from a climbing gym B softball league. I don't know with you guys, but I actually want someone slightly older and more mature. I don't want someone who still has childish tendencies. Double whammy. After age 30, on average, the pregnancy has a much higher chance of problems, and it is much more difficult to get pregnant. As a result, any woman who actually wants kids usually decides at around age 30. Many guys are not ready for kids until later. How come women only wants to date taller guys? In general, what do you single guys do on weekends without friends? I reenact the Matrix through interpretive dance in the living for my neighbors across the street. Relax, recharge, and unwind at home. Take care of what's essential, plan efficiently, and retreat back to my cozy cave in no time. Stay home and unwind, decompress, recharge for the upcoming week. If errands need to be done, consider what is crucial, plan for efficiency, and be back to my cave ASAP. Drugs. Smoke a lot of weed, go for walks and play video games. Enemas. I just take my time to rest. In the summertime, I try to walk on trails and explore botanical gardens and stuff. A hobby gets you a rewarding pastime. Personal growth. A way to stretch your mental, physical, social, or dexterous muscles, maybe even all of the above. Feelings of accomplishment. A reason to leave the house. A group of people who will have at minimum one thing in common with you. Laundry, groceries, cleaning, modeling, and stuff.